High school. I'm matriculated at the School of Hard Knocks. You lay that job on me, baby. You'll see how good I am.
No high school diploma.
When do I get to see the boss man?
Well, why don't you sit right over there?
How soon do you expect him back?
2 weeks.
Hi.
Hi.
I've come about that ad in the paper. I'm Howard Brilliant.
Won't you sit down, please?
Thank you.
Boo!
High school diploma?
Of course.
Well, you can go right in. The boss will see you right now.
Hey, baby, I thought you said he was real gone.
If you want to get in, stay in school.
Don't drop out.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Mr. Granger, thank you very much. Well, I've only got one question for Mr. Granger. Are those your clothes or your son's? Well, I think we can all agree that this Thursday's assembly is going to be the best stay-in-school assembly we've ever had. Any problems? Any questions?
Well, I hate to be the one to put a damper on things because I realize how much work went into this. It's a very funny skit. But what's it going to accomplish? Well, the kids will laugh, sure, but do you really think we're going to reach them? Is it going to make one of them change their minds about dropping out of school?
Well, what would you suggest?
I don't have any ideas, but we've got to come up with something that's going to impress them.
Hey, I just thought of someone the kids would listen to. Someone they all know and respect.
Sorry, did it last year.
Someone who went to Whitman, like Michelle Scott.
Oh,
Who is she?
Oh, you know, you're a groove, but I gotta move.
I think you got the right idea, but the wrong person. I saw Michelle Scott on TV the other night, making jokes about the fact that she dropped out.
Well, that lets her out.
No, not necessarily. I saw that too. I bet she jokes about it because she feels insecure. I'm sure if she spoke to the kids, they'd listen to her.
Well, okay, get her if you can. Still seems a little like getting Tiny Tim for a good grooming assembly.
I did it. I did it.
Did what?
Michelle Scott.
You got her for the assembly?
No, I got an appointment to see her. Well, you know, she's not exactly the easiest person in the world to see. I had to talk to 3 agents, 2 managers, and 6 secretaries.
If she ever gets laryngitis, unemployment in the country will go on.
I never met a big celebrity before. Will you laugh if I tell you something? I'm nervous.
Oh, you'll be just fine. Just treat her like any other dropout.
That's right. Just don't blow it by asking for her autograph.
If you think this is so easy, why don't you go along with me?
Not me.
Don't tell me you're not interested in meeting a beautiful girl.
She is very pretty.
And with a little of that Pete Dixon charm, she'll just have to go along.
I thought he'd never say yes.
I didn't.
You know, they ran out of toast, but this is very interesting. Chipped beef on bagels. Must be a great favorite in the Israeli army.
You sure it's all right?
Well, she's kept us waiting for 45 minutes. If it isn't, I'll give her $1 an hour.
You're pretty good.
Well, a lot of my early education took place with Q in the head. Here, try it.
I don't know what to do.
You uptown girls sure live sheltered lives.
Well, that's the way it is in the big old house with all those employees running around. Hello? Sorry I can't talk to you now. I'm on follow the line. Hello? I didn't know there was anybody on this line. I guess you want to speak to... Oh, hello, Miss Scott. This is Liz McIntyre from Walt Whitman. Yeah, I had an appointment with you. No, I can still make it. As a matter of fact, I already made it. I'm here right now. I'm in your pool hall room.
Tell her she's kept us waiting for 45 minutes.
No, we haven't been waiting long. Okay, thank you. She'll be right down.
Don't count on it.
She said she'd be right down.
What do you want to bet?
$10? You're Liz McIntyre.
Pete Dixon.
You know, I thought you'd be a couple of kids from the school paper. Come on in, have a seat. Can I get you some coffee? A drink?
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
Whitman High. You know, it's been a long time. Is Mr. Kaufman still the principal?
And still the most unconvincing grouch in town.
Okay, Whitman, what can I do for you?
Well, we want you to help us with our dropout program.
Sure. I'll have my business manager send a check.
But we don't want money. We want you to come to an assembly and tell the kids not to drop out.
No, that's not the kind of thing I do. Besides, why would the kids listen to me? I was a dropout myself.
I'm proud of it.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
It means I saw you on TV the other night when you said you didn't need school to make it. I figure a lot of kids saw it, too.
That's it, Pete. Sure.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Maybe in about 6 weeks I can cancel something and do it.
The assembly's on Thursday.
Well, I'm glad you didn't wait till the last minute.
Look, I'm not trying to put you down, but I figure it'll give you a chance to make up for all the damage you did on TV.
What does he do when he's trying to put you down?
Well, you know,
Why cancel something in 6 weeks when you can cancel it on Thursday?
Now, there's a thought for you.
You gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there.
me too.
I really dug your last album. It was really too much. The way you and the band were wailing together. You know I have my own group.
No, I didn't know that.
Hey, Richie. Later, man. I'm here busy talking to Michelle Scott.
You know, it's like I never left. I keep expecting somebody to stop me and ask me for a hall pass.
After you.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, here she is, Mr. Dixon. Told you we'd deliver her safe and sound.
Thank you, Richie. Jason?
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you, Richie.
You sing just fine.
Well, thank you. I still don't believe you talked me into this.
I'm a little surprised myself.
Michelle. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, I'd better go see that everything's all set up for the assembly. I'll see you later.
Okay. Come in. Come in. Good to see you.
You never said that when I used to come in here.
Have a seat, please.
Mr. Kaufman, you know you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, a few gray hairs on my comb every morning. Little coffee?
Black, please. We had some interesting talks in here, didn't we?
That's right. You filled out quite a bit, haven't you?
Actually, I've lost weight. I was sort of a chubby kid.
I see. Michelle, I have a confession to make. You know, thousands of kids have marched through this office over the years. I really can't remember all of them. But if it makes you feel any better, I pretend I knew you quite well since you became famous. I suddenly drop your name when there are other principals around. Burke over at Fillmore High uses Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
Well, I'll bet he never gave Mr. Burke the trouble I gave you.
Well, those federal agents rarely present a discipline problem.
Well, I can't picture him in detention like I was all the time.
Neither can I.
You know, if you'd had more teachers here like Pete Dixon, I might never have dropped out.
You've never seen Pete teach a class? Oh. You know, we're very grateful to you for taking this time. I wish there was something we could do for you.
Well, I just hope it works.
Oh, I'm sure. It's getting a bit late. We better get over to the assembly. They're about to start.
You know, there is one thing you can do for me.
Name it?
Are there any girls in detention now?
Undoubtedly.
Spring 'em.
Okay.
Oh, well, we can fill this out together then.
Together.
Would you like to sit down?
Thank you. Go.
I think we got a hit on our hands. They love it.
Hey, I'm sorry, the seat's taken.
I was voting.
Hey, where is Pete anyway?
High school diploma.
I'm a
Hello. How's it going?
You're the guy who set me up for this.
Mr. Kaufman's going to introduce you right after this skit.
I got a great introduction for you. And now Michelle Scott will faint for you.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're nervous.
Nervous? I'm paralyzed. I got to stand up there in front of 2,000 kids, and I'm not going to be singing. I'm going to be making a speech.
Well, don't make a speech. Just talk to them.
Bring them on one at a time, and I'll talk to them. 2,000 at once? That's a speech.
Michelle, you don't have to be perfect. Those kids dig you. It'll mean a lot to them to know that you thought enough to even come and talk to them. I don't think the words are going to make that much difference.
If you want to get in, stay in school. Don't drop out.
Thank you very much for that very funny Stay in School skit. And now we come to the highlight of our program. We have with us today a former student who spent a lot of time in my office, but not because she was on the honor roll. From Walt Whitman, she went on to an illustrious career as one of the most popular singing stars in the country.
They'll love you. Go talk to them.
Walt Whitman proudly presents Michelle Scott.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm, just a little nervous. No, that's wrong. I'm really very nervous. I guess maybe you think that's strange. For somebody who's played Vegas. But, you see, I made it in Vegas, and I didn't make it at Walt Whitman High. I quit. I spent more time at Harry's store drinking soda pop than I did in class. Of course, then, that's the way we turned on in my day.
Where you been?
Michelle was a little uptight and I had to give her a little support.
But I was very lucky. There must be, 100 singers with as much talent as I had. Well, maybe 5. But I got the big break. I was in the right place at the right time. Now I have a lot of money, and I know some of the smartest people in the country. But more often than I'd like to admit, I pop than I did in class. I know what they're talking about. Mr. Dixon was on me for making jokes on TV about dropping out. Would you like to know why I joke about it? It's because I'm ashamed. Now I just... Don't you miss it. Stay. Mr. Dixon was on me for making...
You're sensational, Miss Scott, but then you always are. You know, I remember when you were with the Bluesettes and you just went shooby-doo-bop-doo-ah.
Hey, you really are a fan.
We really appreciate you taking the time to come out today.
Can I get a shot of you for the blue and gold, Miss Scott?
Sure. I enjoyed this. I really did. I'd like to know if I can do more.
Well, we'll take whatever time you can offer us. You were beautiful out there today.
Thank you.
Take whatever time you can offer us. You were beautiful. Okay?
one more picture, okay?
Sure, but this one has to be with my friend here.
Teacher's Lounge, Alice Johnson. Oh, hi, Miss Scott. Oh, I'd recognize your voice anywhere. Pete? Oh, yeah, he's here. Hold on. Pete, for you.
Hello? Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
It's Michelle. Scott.
Shooby-doo-wop-doo-wop.
Isn't it great the interest she's taking in this dropout program?
It's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Lunch? Let's see, I got about an hour. Sure, steak would be fine.
Not to change the subject.
We don't have a subject.
That was Michelle Scott.
We got us a subject.
She's got some ideas about the dropout program. Would you like to go over with me?
No, I got some work to do.
Okay, well, I'll see you later.
Bon appetit.
Gee, I wish she would have asked me. How come you didn't go?
Because Pete's social life is Pete's own business.
Social life? You're acting like he could be romantically involved. Hey. Under the circumstances, you were really cool.
If I'd accepted, it would have been the worst thing I could do. I hope.
Listen, I'm not much of a substitute. But how about having lunch with me?
Okay. But let's not go to the cafeteria, all right?
Okay. Where do you want to go?
Michelle Scott's.
Pete?
Oh, hi.
This is your free period, isn't it?
That's right.
Good. I checked the board. They had you down for free period. Pete, I'm enormously uncomfortable.
Well, why don't you sit down?
No, that won't make me comfortable. Pete, how do you feel about people butting into your business?
I don't much like it.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Alice, is something you want to talk to me about?
I want to butt into your business.
Well, if you're waiting for permission, I don't think I'm going to give it to you.
Well, will you at least promise you won't tell Liz? Okay?
Okay.
Pete, you're not insensitive.
Well, thank you.
So how come you're being so insensitive to Liz?
Alice, I think I'd feel a lot better if you just say what you want to.
Well, I was talking to Liz after you flew off for your fancy lunch with Michelle Scott. You know how Liz feels about this? Well, I'll tell you how she feels. Miserable. There, I said it. So long.
Goodbye.
You know, there are just some things that need saying. And I'm glad I said it.
Look, honey, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
I've been seeing a lot of Michelle lately. Does it bother you?
What do you mean? Do I have trouble sleeping? Do I worry a lot? Does my stomach get funny? Yeah, it bothers me.
Look, I'm just seeing her about the dropout program, that's all. You want me to start?
No. Oh, I feel ridiculous.
Look, we have a lot going, right?
Right.
And we trust each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just hang loose.
Okay. Hey, you didn't forget we're supposed to be in the cafeteria tonight to supervise the decorating for the dance, did you?
This is your first chance to hang loose. I've got to go to Michelle's. She's having some people that I got to meet. So I'll be a little late. All right?
Miss McIntyre? Where's Mr. Dixon? I thought he was going to be here.
Richie, don't you have something to do?
What did I say wrong?
Don't pay any attention to him.
Alice, what are you doing?
Nothing. Why is everyone so concerned where Pete is?
He said he would be late, and he's late.
That's what I mean. He's late.
Exactly. Sure is late.
I realize the position you're in.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah, but it's very difficult.
Well, it's...
Now, wait
these are
a minute. Listen,
No.
just a second.
Okay.
Let me explain to you what the problem is.
Okay, Dixon. I'll train some of your dropouts. We'll start with 20 and see how it works out.
That's good, but not good enough. You see, most kids drop out of school because they can't afford to stay there. And I want your company to give them the chance to work and stay in school at the same time. Look, you'd benefit. A kid with a high school diploma is worth a lot more than one without it, right?
Pete, you have made your point. You have won. You have got it. Michelle, does this friend of yours always get what he wants?
He seems to.
So does she.
Oh, hey, look who's here. It's Mr. Kaufman. Hi, Mr. Kaufman.
Hello.
Gee, we didn't expect to see you here.
I was just passing by to pick up some papers and saw the light. It's a little late to be decorating, isn't it?
Late? No, it's early. We'll probably be here for hours.
We're just about finished.
You know, it's amazing. You take some dime store decorations, put them in a certain arrangement, light them well, and they look like well-lit dime store decorations.
Good night,
Pete,
gentlemen.
glad we were able to get together on this one.
Good
huh?
night.
We'll talk to you later.
Right on.
Good night, Michelle.
Good night.
Well, we did it.
You did it. I just arranged it.
Well, let's not argue over Billy. Michelle, thanks a lot.
Sit down, Teach. You know, you can't eat and run until you've eaten. Beef stroganoff.
Smells great, but I really got...
Russian soul food. And I made it just for you. Besides, I'm not exactly the type to play the poor little rich girl. And I don't like to eat alone.
Well, you can't feel too bad about somebody not showing up for a decorating detail, can you? I have a whole list of things you can't feel too bad about, and not showing up for a decorating detail is right on it.
You're right. It's a dumb thing to feel bad about.
Oh, no. It's all right to feel bad about it. You just have a different list than I do.
Thanks.
You're almost finished. What are you going to do?
Go on home.
Tell you what. Just made out my monthly budget. I got 30 cents left over. Why don't we blow it on some coffee together?
No, thanks. I really think I'll go on home. Good night.
Night.
What are you going to do with your 30 cents?
Oh, probably make a little whoopee.
Well, it is a little hokey, isn't it? Tell me, Pete, what is there about me that turns you off?
Nothing.
Well, then why aren't you coming on?
I've asked myself that same question.
Well, do me a favor. When you come up with the answer, save it, because I don't want to hear it. I don't really mean that. Give me the answer.
You met her. Hello.
Hi.
Got any coffee?
I was just having some myself. Come in.
Well, we got 20 kids for the dropout program.
That's great.
It's a start. How'd the decorating for the dance go?
Just fine.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, hi, Alice.
Hi.
Something we can do for you?
Oh, no, not a thing. I just wanted to say it's good seeing you. Well, good seeing you.
Oh, hello, Mr. Kaufman.
Hello. We missed you two at the Sweethearts Ball.
Oh, we had something to do at the last minute.
That's what we had Mr. Jenkins and Miss Marsh cover for us.
You had something to do?
Right.
The two of you?
Right.
Together?
Right.
That's fine. That's fine.